Hey everyone, welcome back to a bonus episode of the Craft Parenting Podcast, the podcast about two Cincinnati craft beer lovers with a parenting problem. My name is Joe Ludwig, and with me is my lovely wife and co-host, Caroline. How's it going, Caroline?
Pretty good. I spent the morning shopping, so that was nice, but I also spent the morning shopping, so...
What did you say, chopping?
Shopping.
Like, who are you chopping?
I mean, I think when I was at the store, I couldn't see
Manscaped.com/now.
Promo code GNOME. When I was when I was at one of the stores, I was like in the far corner of the store and I heard a bunch of arguing at the front desk, and I'm like, I'm just going to keep shopping and stay away from there and hope that by the time I get over there, everything is resolved. So that was fun. Get your Christmas shopping done, folks.
Okay.
I think I'm done with ours now, but then the kids will end up with like 30 more presents or something.
No, they're not getting any more presents. They have a ton of stuff.
Ooh, this is really yummy.
So thank you so much for joining us. We are on a journey this month, and time is short because of life and chaos and craziness.
Christmas parties, Christmas shopping, Christmas cleaning.
So we are doing little bite-sized episodes versus the typical, once a week hour show. So you get bite-sized episodes, and hopefully that adds up to a show a week as far as the minutes go. But we are on a journey with the Cincinnati craft beer community. We are going through the Higher Gravity Beervent calendar. This is our first one.
Like our first Beervent calendar. This is our 10th beer from the Beervent calendar.
This is our first Beervent calendar, yes. And this is day 10. So what do we have to drink on day 10?
Today we have Toppling Goliath Brewing Company's limited edition Holidotz Cranberry Apple Cinnamon Lager. Festive, refreshing, and fun. One time per year, we brew our classic Dorothy's Lager with cranberry, apples, and cinnamon for a delicious holiday treat. Cheers! So I guess Dot is short for Dorothy. Maybe? I think people called Dorothy can also be Dot.
Maybe. Where are they from?
So Toppling Goliath is located in Decorah, Iowa, because that is the shape of Iowa. I think it's the nose on the little gnome that makes up all of the states along the Mississippi River. And then Tennessee is the pan that the gnome is holding. And Kentucky is the piece of fried chicken that the gnome is holding. Never?
I've never seen that. Let's focus, though.
Okay, we are focusing on Toppling Goliath. You want to read something from their webpage?
ABV, did you say that?
No, because I didn't see it.
It's in the doc.
Well, I was reading the can. Oh, it's 4.7% ABV. And this is another 16-ounce can.
All right. Anything interesting on the can that we should talk about? It's ruby red for the cranberry, and there's it's very festive. So there's mistletoe and stuff, and different Christmassy designs. Caroline just showed me a picture of a bunch of states.
Minnesota is the head, and then Iowa is the nose, and then that should be Missouri is his belly. And then Arkansas, because the English language is amazing, is his pants, and then Louisiana is his boot, and then Tennessee is the pan holding the Kentucky of fried chicken.
Okay, I see that. I see the boot. I don't see a gnome.
That's his little nose, and there's his belly, and he's got his chef's hat on.
Oh, no, I see it.
I feel like there's some kind of... Oh, Minmal. That's his name. So you know the states. Because it's Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana. That was like a mnemonic device that they used to help you learn the states.
Okay, then. The more you know. So back to the topic at hand, which is a Higher Gravity Beervent calendar, day 10. We are drinking Toppling Goliath Brewing Company's Holidotz. It's a limited edition cranberry apple cinnamon lager.
I get cranberry, I get apple, and I get cinnamon. and I would like more of this. Like, can I get like a case of this? I say like case of this, and then I'll only drink like half of it, and then the rest of it I'll sit in the beer fridge all year until I remember that it's there. So maybe we'll stick with a 6-pack.
I was gonna read the. Are we talking about the beer or are we talking about the brewery?
The beer. And then the brewery. Okay, so
the beer.
you said the things, and then I said the things were in the things.
So it's the color is ruby red. In appearance, we poured it quite a cup. We poured it a while ago, and it still has a noticeable head. The bubbles are coming up, and we taste it. Very cranberry forward.
Yes.
A little bit of apple I can taste.
And you get lots of cinnamon at the end.
I don't really get cinnamon.
Okay, cinnamon's like there the whole time. It's like a nice little layer of cinnamon. But yeah, definitely cranberry, apple, but then like there's that cinnamon. But see, you probably don't really get the cinnamon because you expect, like, when I'm having apple, there's going to be cinnamon with it.
Mm.
So if you think about it, it's there.
So this is what we were talking about in a previous episode about cinnamon. Cinnamon can be overpowering.
And this is definitely not overpowering. It's there, but it's not like everything.
For me, it's just cranberry is right there. It's like, I was watching The Gnome, and he said it kind of tastes like a soda, and it's very carbonated, like a soda.
Yeah, it's not like. This is probably like one of the clearer beers that we've had.
Maybe. Well, no, I don't know about that. But it is very carbonated. It kind of tastes like juice versus a beer.
It reminds me of my cranberry mimosas that I make this time of year.
Yeah, so we have friends who don't like beer because of the taste of beer. I think they would actually enjoy this.
Yeah, or at least they wouldn't hate it as much.
Yeah, because it really doesn't taste like a beer necessarily. Yeah. It tastes kind of like cranberry, apple.
Oh, show.
Carbonated.
With like a 6-pack.
Toppling Goliath Brewing Company. Do you want to go over what they are, who they are?
Sure.
Please don't spill stuff.
If I can pick up my phone. Where it started. Clark and Barbara Louie founded Toppling Goliath Brewing Company in 2009 in beautiful Decorah, Iowa, after a runaway success in homebrewing. Oh, wait. That was all one thing. Clark and Barbara Louie founded Toppling Goliath Brewing Company in 2009 in beautiful Decorah, Iowa, after a runaway success in homebrewing. In less than a decade, Toppling Goliath has become world-renowned for IPAs and barrel-aged stouts, which this is neither one of those things. We now distribute in 30 states and create more than 40 beers that rotate throughout the year. They were 2021 U.S. Beer Open Grand National Champion, and they've been named the number 2 brewery in the world by Beer Advocate.
Number 2?
Yes.
In the world?
And their barrel-aged stout, Kentucky Brunch Brand Stout, has held the title of number 1 beer in the world since 2015. Now, I'm not so sure about that one, but maybe.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
I've heard of Toppling. I'm pretty sure I've heard of Toppling Goliath.
You have. And then they're proud to support not only the craft beer community, but the communities that have helped grow them over the years. And if you're in Decorah, Iowa, and need a job, they're hiring. So.
What was the number 1 beer? It's a Kentucky.
It's the Kentucky Brunch Brand Stout.
Interesting. They're nowhere near Kentucky.
No, the Iowa is the head, and then Kentucky's the fried chicken. Like, they're real close. Like, they could almost munch on the fried chicken without having to move.
Oh, really? Does it touch Kentucky?
Yeah, maybe. I'm looking up Kentucky Brunch Brand Stout.
Okay.
10 great beers you will never taste. That's an article from 2015. Beer Advocate? I mean, it's got a score of 100 on Beer Advocate. And the average score is 4.83. So, I mean, I'd be willing to try it.
Wait, say that again? It has a score of 100, but the average score is 4.
The Beer Advocate score is 100. Like, people at Beer Advocate give it 100. Average of all the people on Beer Advocate that have rated it ends up at 4.83.
Out of 5.
Yes, out of 5.
Wow. I'll have to look for that, because that sounds interesting. Next time I'm at Higher Gravity, which will be never.
Okay, they're not, like, super close, but, like...
I didn't think they are, because
That's not, like, crazy... I mean,
there's
Illinois
Indiana,
is super huge,
there's
though.
Indiana and Illinois. And that's Missouri, isn't it?
The bottom white state is Missouri.
Yeah, so they're... not even, I was right, they're not even...
I mean... Kentucky bourbon's well known. You can find it everywhere.
One would say you would exclusively find the bourbon in Kentucky.
But you can find bourbon anywhere in the United States now. But only Bourbon County, Kentucky bourbon is made in Kentucky. But now you can call it bourbon anywhere in the United States.
Sure. I don't understand bourbon, but okay. Is there anything else you wanted to say about this beer before we sign off?
I really like it. It's very refreshing. This is the earliest that we've been able to drink one of these beers in the middle of the day, like during the day.
Yeah, we're playing with fire because our kid
Both kids could wake up at any time.
both kids could wake up at any time, but one of those kids is mobile and can walk out.
Yeah.
The other's in baby jail.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
He's tall enough that he can climb out of baby jail.
He just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah.
He forgot. Eventually he will remember.
And we will be in trouble.
Yep. That's it for now. This was really yummy. Follow us on all the social medias. We are Craft Parenting Podcast. We have a website.
www.craftparentingpodcast.com.
Maybe in the new year we'll be better about writing blog posts. But we do post all the show notes there. Joe posts all the show notes there. Joe is at Craft Parenting Joe on Instagram, and I am at Caroline Creates Crafts. I'm going to post a behind the scenes photo of Joe taking a photo for the Instagram.
If you like what you hear, please leave us a 5-star rating on Apple iTunes, or if your podcatcher of choice has that ability, we would appreciate that as well. And we will see you again tomorrow. Woo-hoo! For day 11. Bye.
Bye.